Good morning. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about stewardship. One of the definitions of stewardship is using the talents and resources that God gave you to care and advance the mission of the church. Now, in the United Methodist Church, we oftentimes think of our stewardship as our prayers, our presence, our gifts, our service, our witness. Today, I want to talk a little bit about service. Now, there are many ways in which one can be of service to the church. There are people who fix the air conditioning system. There are people who tend gardens. There are people who cook dinners on Wednesday. There are many areas where service can be provided. When you're exploring how you might be able to be of service in the furtherances of God's mission, you might want to think about taking a personal inventory of your spiritual gifts, and that might give you some ideas of what you could do in that respect. I did this and found that some of my spiritual gifts are teaching and music. From a teaching standpoint, I started to get involved in the small book discussion groups. I found that that was very interesting, and I enjoyed that process very much, and we seem to get a lot out of that. And that's morphed now into a teaching of the Bible, which is a much richer experience. We're doing that in a group setting, and group Bible study is far richer than single Bible study on your own is very good, but group Bible study provides so much more in that. Now, I'm not talking about just sitting down and reading the Bible. I'm talking about wrestling with the text, trying to understand exactly what it is we're supposed to understand about a book written 2,000 years ago, with stories that are even older than that. So there are several wonderful things that happen. First of all, group Bible study increases your community. You meet each week. You become more friends. Your relationship with God is strengthened through this process. The fact that you wrestle with the text also makes God and the idea of the Bible and the stories more present in your mind. You are more in God as a result of this. And I think that that can be very helpful just in a day-to-day way by guiding our decision-making process, because we have this force of the Holy Spirit that is following us from the study that we've done. I would encourage the idea of joining a Bible study. Now, from a music standpoint, well, I've had a lifelong interest in music, but I've had a significant fear of singing in public. Well, choir fixes that, because you sing with a group of people, and everybody is very understanding and very welcoming, and it's surprising how many people can sing that are just a little bit afraid to do that. The choir is a wonderful way in which to serve. You get to be a part of the service. Oftentimes you're singing music that is actually helping with the message. And if there's nothing specific for that day's message, you're at least leading the congregation in song, which is a wonderful thing to do. It's greatly satisfying, and people do seem to really enjoy it because people come up and tell you that they do, which is really a wonderful thing, and it makes you feel really great. So if you have an interest in singing, please think about joining us. It's a great group of people and a wonderful way to serve.